Hello, everybody, and welcome back for the second commentary of the week. I know, special week for Journey with two commentaries in 1 week, but I just wanted to do another Devon special. I don't remember the last time he joined me for an episode, but he's here with me
Hello.
for an episode, which is cool. I don't think I told you that I was doing an outpost. Started
No,
it
but I
last episode.
saw it. I saw the title. I was gonna join and watch, but I can't remember what I was doing, so I didn't get a chance to.
I see. I see.
But I kind of have an idea. What is the outpost this time?
Well, it is. I guess I could actually talk about that because I don't think there would be too many people to be surprised. But those who I guess watch this will kind of know what it is going into the next few weeks. But it's gonna be, I'm gonna shave back this mountain and I'm gonna actually like, etch kind of some Farland terrain into them for like, April Fools. And then I'm gonna do
Nice.
some kind of build on top or something. Depends, because I might just end up doing the Farland terrain thing. That might take long enough, and then skip town once I have more free time and get to the real walking. But
Cool. That sounds
Outpost
fun.
6 is underway anyway. I probably won't be doing much a lot today. I'll probably just be mining and stuff. So it might be a bit nice to have old Devon join me.
Woo. Yes, I will just be kind of here hanging out.
As you do. We were just talking before the episode about like the last time you were in an episode. It's been a little while, I think. I don't remember myself the last time you were in an episode.
Yeah,
But
it's been a minute or two.
yeah, I feel like it has. And if I feel like it has, it probably has. Although I guess I'm pretty recent though. Like
I
I've been
don't.
doing a lot more Journey episodes, but
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't remember specifically. Actually, it might not have been that long. It's kind of hard to tell because I am with you for so many no commentary things
yeah,
that it's hard to remember
watching.
when I've been here for specifically like a non-commentary or for commentary things. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. He's always kind of lingering in the background. Oh, I didn't know I could shift click. Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, I think that's. I don't know if that's a beta thing or not. I don't know if that's just like in here somehow. Because I swear that's not something I could do.
Okay. I'm just
Anywho's.
gonna play a game in the background while we chat, I guess.
Yes.
If you don't mind. I mean, you won't hear it, obviously.
There we go. That should be. If I craft the rest of the stone or cobblestone, I should be good. I don't know how much I
There you
need. Oh,
go.
I need to make some slabs as well.
Some good old crafting.
Craftaging, yeah. That's right.
Oh, sorry. Pardon my yawning. A bit sleepy today, I guess.
Sleepiness.
I guess that's what you do when you. I guess that's what you do when you have a kind of relaxed day. You
Yeah,
get a bit
off day.
sleepy, I guess.
It's fair.
Yes, what have
Should
I?
wipe my staircase.
Oh. What is interesting for me that is like general stuff I can talk about. I started playing Terraria on camera.
Oh, there you go.
I did one episode. That was fun.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that
I'm really
actually.
excited. Probably gonna do another one because I really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's good.
I forgot how much I enjoyed playing that game.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally
It's been
get
a
the
while.
chance to play that game. It's a real fun one.
It's pretty solid. I watched Thorbin's like 1 year 1 world thing for
Oh,
like
I think
vanilla
yeah,
Terraria.
yeah.
That was a good video.
Got you into the spirits a bit.
Yeah, it's kind of what I figured. Yeah, since I got a pretty good idea of like a lot of what comes in hard mode for like bosses and stuff. I know nothing about like items and other things, but
Yeah.
I know a lot of like the main bosses and progression things, I guess. I think hard mode will be interesting because it'll kind of be like playing the game again from like scratch almost, like not knowing what
Yeah. Yeah.
what
Yeah, that is usually.
like what's available to me.
Yeah. It is cool.
Because I never made it past like the mechs when we played. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah. Because we only made it to the mechanicals. Yeah.
And we actually did that. I thought relatively quickly. I looked at my character on it, and we only played like 18 hours on the computer on that world where we made the mechanicals. So that character only had 18 hours on him, so we went pretty fast.
Yeah, Terraria is an epic game to be sure.
Oh yeah, I was kind of doing a. I was thinking I'll probably play melee for ease and like damage, but I'll probably play around with mage stuff just because I think they're fun. As like a side thing.
Is there a spawner? There's a bunch of zombies up here. I think there's a spawner. Let me test that theory. Oh, that's
Yeah,
just
so
a
I did
really noisy
that.
cave. Oh yeah, no, there's a spawner. There was a little bit more zombie noises than oh,
Ooh, spawner.
yeah, just means I can get
It was exciting to find a
some
spawner. I
blocks.
feel like I don't know if it's me. I feel like there's something about finding a spawner in like beta that's kind of more exciting than finding one in modern.
Well,
And I don't know if it's because there's so much less stuff, or it's like you just find them in weirder places, or what it is. But
oh,
there's
I
just
find them
something
in the weirdest of spots. Okay, let me put some
to
torches
them.
down on that.
Like I like finding them in modern, but there's just something different about finding them in beta. It just feels so weird, like unnatural,
Oh,
as opposed
oh,
to in modern.
oh.
But
Yeah,
maybe that's just me. But
maybe that
it's
is
just
just you. But I do agree though. I think it's also more interesting in beta because it's like the only structure as well.
yeah, and I think that definitely lends it. That's what I mean, though, right? Like you find them in modern, it's like, oh yeah, it's just another structure, and one of the less like, uh, I guess impressive structures, like size and detail wise. But you find them in beta, it's like, oh, this is weird. It's like the only
Only structure.
like there's a thing here I didn't build, like just sticking out of the ground, or whatever, right?
Hmm. I
I don't know.
agree.
Just gives you a feeling that they. Yeah, I don't even find I get from a lot of structures like now, and I don't know.
Oh, there's still more zombies. Just wanted to get rid of their noise.
I think I think it's more mysterious is a better way to put it. It feels more like
More into that old
mysterious.
Minecraft liminality.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm like really close to the surface too. This could have been a surface
like
spawner.
it almost feels like it shouldn't be there in a way.
Hmm.
It's very cool.
I'll grab
But
all
anyways,
the
that's enough of
coal I
that, I
can grab.
guess.
But yeah, it's very nice. Definitely not something.
Oh,
It's definitely something I talk about a lot. Is that liminality?
yeah, old
Old
Minecraft
Minecraft.
is interesting. There's a I don't know if I can comment on the liminality of it per se. I don't know if I'm smart enough for that, but but there is definitely like an oddness to old Minecraft that isn't as in modern. I find I find that modern and old like beta versions of Minecraft and stuff are both relaxing, but like in different ways.
Yeah.
Also, as well.
Scratching of
Like
a different itch.
I think playing modern Minecraft almost reminds me more of playing like Animal Crossing in a way. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Where it's like,
I think so.
it's I don't know how to explain it. It just gives me a similar thing. Where it's like, okay, yeah, it's like you know what's going on. You kind of know what to expect in a way, and it's just kind of about taking this thing that already exists and just like, okay, like let's do whatever with it. Whereas old Minecraft, it's relaxing in a different way. Of it almost feels like you're just more plopped into something, but like you don't really know what any, because there isn't anything, but it makes it feel like you don't know what you're doing as much. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Like there's no guide to it in a weird way.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting thing about Minecraft, especially
And I
for people who kind of like first like. Well, I mean, I guess most people who played Minecraft had that experience like first playing the game with not really knowing what to do. And it's a
God,
little bit
I
distant for
remember
me, but
like
I still
my
remember some of
first
those days.
times. Like I remember my first times playing Minecraft, like not knowing where things, and it was a bit different because I was on console, so there's also other weird small things that like I was like, oh, but like, and like I remember the silver versions a little better than the beta, since it's so long ago since I played um like beta for the first time. Like I do remember it, but I didn't play it quite as much at the beginning like that, right?
Yeah,
Like I wasn't as into the
more
development
shooter.
stuff, but I remember the more like Silver Age version, like I don't even know if they're the console versions. I played on the console,
Yeah, I think yeah, no, like the general period you're
so like
talking.
the equivalent of like the silver
Silver Age.
versions, kind
Yeah.
of that on console. There, those like early title updates. Like it was just so. I remember just trying to figure out the game in like a way of like I I remember just like not knowing sometimes where like blocks were in menus. Like in creative,
Oh
or
yeah.
like when playing survival, I remember like not realizing there was certain levels you had to dig at for like diamonds and stuff.
Yeah, the old
So like I
bedrock
just
mining, I
always
just went
had,
down to rock bottom.
so like I always remember having like just the worst like time trying to find diamonds because I didn't know the like tricks to finding them. Like when I first started, like I picked it all up eventually,
Yeah, it took time though,
but like
especially like watching YouTube as well. I think YouTube's a big part of how I develop my Minecraft stuff.
well, and I never used to watch.
No, me neither.
I guess
That's kind of, I
I
guess,
watched
why
Let's Plays, but that wasn't like stuff I remember. Or at least the Let's Plays I talked. That wasn't stuff people talked about. It was like optimal levels and stuff. So like it was just never something I mean, I guess maybe I should have thought of it. Like I guess it would make sense, but I just wasn't as into the technical side of things. So it was just never something that occurred to me, and I was just like, oh, like it was just, and obviously I picked all that up like eventually, like, but yeah, it was just there was just a different like a something different about it because it was like I don't know. Whereas now I feel like you kind of hop in and there's very like I mean Minecraft's such a big thing now. I think even if you don't know about it, you know about it
Yeah.
in a way, right?
Yeah.
Like and like I've taught some people to play the game a bit, and it's interesting because I've taught people who play very like differently to how I play, even. But I don't know. It's just fascinating to me, and like I said, to me, Minecraft is just a sort of it's at this point it's almost like a comfort game for me. I think like it's easy to sit down and play it in a way. You know what I mean?
I try to think about some games where it's like a lot more like you have to think about and stuff, and like not that
Well,
you don't
and I
have to think
just
about things in
know
Minecraft, but it's just like you know what I mean though.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. I have no real.
And to be, I guess, completely honest, I guess there's not really any real like way to do things in Minecraft anyway either. I guess there is like technically like a the way people usually play the game or whatever, but like you can play it however you want, and that's kind of the way to play it to
I mean,
me.
yeah. I mean, I've just spent the last like I don't know, I don't know, week or two on our server building like basically a Barbie dream house in the jungle. It's just like basically my new house. And it was just that's just what I did. It was just fun. It was good. And that's what I did. I haven't built them. I mean, like, I have resources. Like, I have an iron pick, I have a diamond pickaxe stuff, but I haven't built a mine yet. I mean, how long are we playing that world now?
3,
Like
4
4 or
months.
5 months, something like that. We haven't done the end fight or anything. We haven't done anything nuts. Like we're, I don't know. I don't know about you guys. I'm still in like lightly enchanted, like diamond gear. I don't have like max gear or anything. I think you were talking about you might, but
Yeah. My
like I don't know.
last
There's
thing.
just so many different, and I know some people just like rush. Like when we had these servers before, people used to rush to like the end fights and stuff. Which nothing wrong with that, of course. But it's just interesting how different, like it all can be. Or at least it's interesting to me. I think it's rather fascinating, anyways.
Very diverse game, for sure.
And I think that's what makes the game so special too. Like in a way, like there's not much quite like it. There's not anything that feels quite as open and as fluid as Minecraft does. I think. You know what I mean?
That is true. Is it
Like I've
nighttime
played some
again?
games that try, and they're pretty good, but they still don't quite feel the same. Like they don't
Yeah.
have that same
Yeah. Like
openness. I
games that
think,
try to like emulate that feel, Minecraft feel.
uh, which is interesting. But I think that it's kind of dumb to try and emulate. I mean, I know I guess the idea is like from a business standpoint, everyone kind of wants like a piece of the pie kind of thing, right? But I think from like a person who plays the game standpoint, it's kind of dumb to try and mimic the game in a way because it there even if you kind of struck that chord of like making a game pretty similar to it, it's I think in my head it's just better to do something different.
At that point.
Like, because Minecraft's been around for so long at this point, and there's so much you can do with it. It's so flexible at this point that, to me, even if a Minecraft like game came out that hit the same way as Minecraft kind of does, I probably would still just play Minecraft more. Like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, like I'd probably try it out, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't like jump ship kind of thing. Like the reason I play other types of games is because they have something else that they introduce. Like yeah, it could be sandbox games, and they might be inspired by Minecraft and that whole genre. It kind of is fond of like the voxel sandboxy games, but like I play the ones that have some like different stuff to them that I can't just get entirely from like a Minecraft or even just like a modding Minecraft. You know what I mean? Like that's why I play Terraria so much because Terraria like it gives me that same sandboxy feel in a way, but it has such its own thing that I just enjoy that makes me go back to it for different reasons other than Minecraft, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? Or I don't know. That's just like my opinion. But
Yeah. No, I think you're right. And I think what Minecraft got, like there's like stuff you could probably take out of Minecraft and use for other games. I think there's a lot of stuff with Minecraft that's just like was like right place, right time kind of thing.
yeah,
I think there was a lot of
and
that too.
like
Like I know it's like a
personally, I think
secret, Minecraft is a really like good game, but like I feel like also like the time it came out too, and like just like how it was able to develop itself. 'Cause like, if a game like who knows if a game like Minecraft released these days if it would have gotten the same traction. Probably not in like the mainstream kind of gaming kind of thing, like the or like
yeah,
how it is now. I don't know exactly can't exactly put my finger on the difference, but I just know there's like a good difference like back then versus now, like 15 years ago.
oh yeah, well especially in game making, and I talk about this with you lots. The difference in like games and stuff, but there definitely is like a difference. And I think part of it, to me, a little bit, and it's not that this wasn't around back then, but there was a lot more. It wasn't like the thing of like everything's been invented already. You know what I mean? Like video games have come pretty far, pretty fast. I mean, technology itself has come pretty
Yeah,
far, pretty
yeah,
fast. But just in the topic of what we're talking about right now, of games have come pretty far in a short amount of time. And I feel like 15 years ago or whatever, when Minecraft came out, there was clones of games, and games were doing everything, and it was similar, but there was kind of two differences. Is one, I feel like games were they were popular for sure. I feel like they weren't like a mainstream thing quite yet. They were getting to that point, but I still think they hadn't hit that like global, like everyone and their grandma's dog plays video games in some form or another, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And also, like I said, I feel like a lot of and this isn't like, I'm not trying to be negative about this in a way where like every game is like this, but I feel like a lot of games are kind of like I said, everything's been made already. So I feel like a lot of game companies, instead of trying to make like an entirely, or like an original thing, and a lot of game companies still do, and like people and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I could name a lot easily, but I feel like a lot of companies now just resort to like, I'm just gonna reskin this lightly and just try and make like kind of a quick buck off it, or whatever. Or some people might have more passion behind it, but it kind of ends up feeling the same way, where it's like, oh, it's kind of the same thing, but like
You could tell they put
kind of
that
just
soul into it, but
remade to
like
make money.
at the end of the day, it was just kind of like the skeleton. You could just tell.
Like you know what I mean? And I don't and like I don't think it's always like a just for money. I think some people just want to take a game and make it into something like
Yeah,
different.
yeah. It's just like, oh, I really like
But I
this game, but I wish it would, had like this kind of elements and this kind of thing.
but sometimes in doing that, it just kind of feels like you're just trying to make that game again, right? And the part that's special about it, I think, sometimes gets maybe a little lost in some cases. You know what I mean? Um, and like I can't think of like an example off the top of my head. I feel like I just see that a lot of like games where I'm like, I've like, oh yeah, I've seen a game just like it, like, you know what I mean? And like even back then, like I remember when Terraria came out, right? And like when it was new, and I remember a lot of people, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people were basically like, yeah, this is just Minecraft, but like 2D.
I remember. Oh yeah, I remember that.
And for the record, for anyone here who's not played Terraria, it is not even close. It might have started feeling that way, but it is not the same game,
Like maybe
especially
based on
not
like what people like
nowadays.
saw in, like the early like pre like release trailers kind of thing, like the beta stuff. I guess they could see that,
But
but like no, like actually like, playing the game though, it's
it's
way different.
the
I
two
think it also
very different
developed into
games.
something very different as well. Like I mean, it started from that different spot anyway, but I think like it just even
And
continued to further prove people wrong.
And like I said, like the only thing that's even similar about them now is the fact that they're both sort of sandboxy games. And Terraria, once you hit hard mode, it almost, I saw a post on like a YouTube comment or something where someone said that once you hit hard mode, Terraria starts to feel slightly less like a sandbox and more almost like an action RPG, which I think is fair.
No, I actually
Because
do
it
agree
kind
with
of
that. Yeah.
does.
No, it is true.
Like, because there's still a sandbox element to it if you want to build and
Yeah.
this and that and explore, but there's definitely, you hit that point where it becomes more about like the killing the enemies and getting the mob drops and stuff once you hit hard mode for
It's just
like
like
it's
big
nothing
like
like
rolling the RNG and all that.
where Minecraft stays that sandbox the whole time. It doesn't
Doesn't ever
stray from
really go
that,
away from that. Yeah.
which isn't bad. And I play Minecraft, especially nowadays, for that sandbox. Feel that desire to just build cool things and move in them in a 3D space in kind of real time. And I played Terraria a lot for its more RPG elements, grinding cool weapons and all this crazy, wacky Terraria stuff. And I love them both for those different reasons. Like, it's great. that's just my general like thoughts on Minecraft,
And
especially like
it
again
is it
compared
is
to
kind
now.
of,
Like
I guess, funny in that discussion because like Minecraft actually started out as like uh, a rip of
a
like another
cool,
game.
like infinite land.
Yeah, like it started out as like taking the source code pretty much and like but like I feel like he did like a notch eventually just did enough with that it's like hard to even tell. It's just like the base mechanics I
And
guess that carried
and
over.
that's what I mean, right? Like even then it existed, but it's like he changed so much of it over time that it bore its own identity in a way.
And he used
Like,
his own stuff from earlier projects, and it was just like it's hard to tell the source material
and
from like
and
this game.
and when that happens, I think it's cool. And I think some of the most special games come from that. But I think it's when games. That's what I mean by like when a game tries to basically be another game with
Yeah.
maybe a light change or something. That's when it kind of feels. I don't know. Like just
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like to me, like when you told me like Factorio, I know I have played criminally little of Factorio and I should play more, but I remember when you
Yeah.
told me that Factorio was actually the idea came from old like Buildcraft 2 and like old sort of technical mods for Minecraft,
Just like wanting to make like a whole game kind of based around like machines and stuff like that.
which is crazy and it's such its own thing now. Like it's like a whole genre now in a way too. It's crazy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, Factorio, my beloved. Yeah. No, yeah, it is true though. Like some of the best. I mean, like really, like nothing. It just goes back to that thing of nothing's original. Like everything is like sourced in something. Like there's nothing like truly original, I guess, in a sense.
But that doesn't mean you can't make something like unique.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
unique. Yeah,
it's
originality doesn't always line up with uniqueness. Or sometimes you can make
but
something that's unique, but it's
it's
like, yeah, I know what you mean though.
it's definitely hard though, especially now because like I said, there's so much of everything. But like
It's like
I don't know.
music where everyone's like, oh, all the songs now use the same like backing stuff because like that's like what like gets
Yeah.
the numbers and stuff. It's just like with like YouTube.
But like even some of my favorite games aren't like they're pretty simple.
Yeah.
I think like they don't try to reinvent the wheel in a way. They just kind of
Yeah, I think a lot
expand
of gaming
on
has
it.
kind of shifted out of that, like reinventing the wheel. I guess like some games with like the iterative process with like new games releasing every year or whatever kind of do that. But like I feel like a lot of developers just do what they want to do. Like I feel like there's
Right?
not as
I mean,
much pressure
hell,
on like innovation. I mean, I guess there always will be, but
I mean, like we're never gonna, and like to me, it's like you're never gonna get, or I shouldn't say never, but it's it's very few and far between. You're gonna get another, like I said, like another kind of Minecraft or
yeah,
like another like Doom. So I don't know how much you know about Doom when it, like came out, but it wasn't the first shooter ever or anything, but it was so revolutionary when it came out for a bunch of various reasons I could go into that I won't talk forever about because it's not fully on topic, I guess. But there was just something, but it was just the developers took just this idea and they made something, and now it's like a phenomena, right? And there's so many more games based around that one game, and it's like they just took a kind of already made idea and they didn't try to like reinvent, I guess, thing. Well, I shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean, right? Like
yeah,
they just tried to make a shooter they thought was cool, and in doing so, they changed things a lot. I mean, I can't say they didn't try and reinvent the wheel there because they not only did they try, they kind of succeeded in a lot of ways. I listened to a podcast that talks about old games, and Doom did some wild
yeah.
stuff, like technically,
I think old
technologically,
games
to
are fascinating because I feel like we're so like used to like what gaming now that like
and when I
looking
say old
back at
games,
like stuff before like my time in gaming, that's like whoa. It's just like there's some real like crazy feats that were accomplished in old games that just it's just like unheard of these days.
and like I still think old games hold up incredibly well. A lot of
Yeah.
Not all of them, of
Yeah,
course, but a lot of them to me,
there is some.
certainly.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I mean,
say like it's a
you
universal, but you know.
you heard me talking about it before of Ocarina of Time for the N64. No, the game itself is. I haven't played the full game. I played an hour or two, and I've enjoyed it. Um, even not knowing like anything about Zelda, basically. But to me, the soundtrack. I've listened to a lot of the soundtrack. Like while working on stuff. Even though it's like, it's not like it's not crazily old, but in terms of like games, it's relatively older. Like in the span of, in this lifetime of video games is older. It's getting older. You know what I mean? And it
Hmm.
to me is still a genuinely probably one of my favorite like soundtracks potentially even ever.
And like I
Like
mentioned
it's
when we were
got
talking, I think
so
I'd even
good.
like I'm not even like an old game kind of player. Well, I only dabble in a few old games, but like I even like know soundtracks from games that I haven't even played. Like that's how transcendent some of this stuff is.
Yeah. And like I like to think I like in a way I play some old-ish
Yeah, I'm
games.
streaming too, please.
Um, maybe not like anything insane. Maybe I haven't played some classics. I'm sure. Like I miss a lot of old games, but I like I generally like to sit down and play like older-ish games in a way, right? Like I like to play old Nintendo games on like the emulated systems from like the NES and SNES and stuff and all sorts of things, right? Like I just enjoy that stuff. I just think it's fun. Like I like old games and going back to games. So that's not to say that modern games don't have their merits, because they certainly do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think. Like I
But it's
definitely
also
play
I think
quite a.
it's also good to go, be able to recognize some older stuff.
Yeah, but once in a while I just get that itch, I'm like I just want to go back and play something like I said, like old like. I mean, I'm playing the remake. They fixed the water temple and stuff, but like Ocarina of Time, and then that stuff, right? Like they're good. They still hold up a lot of games nowadays, and or even if I don't play them all, because I mean, my attention span and things. I love listening to talk about them, and I should actually send you. I don't know if it's on YouTube. You might have to. I don't know if you use the podcast app ever. But if you're interested in older games, you should listen to Retro Blast podcast, because it's just a podcast where it's just people talk, these guys talking about like old games from like that, right? And it's fascinating, some of these games, like how much they do, and like it's, I don't know how to explain it. They're so different. Like I was just listening to a perfect example is I was just listening to their Pokemon Snap video. You ever heard of Pokemon Snap?
I don't think so. It doesn't ring a bell.
So you know vaguely what Pokemon's like, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
I
I'm
know
sure you've seen
vaguely.
it somewhere. So Pokemon Snap came out on the N64, and it's like a on rails shooter, but instead of shooting, you're taking pictures. It's like a
Like snap. Oh
it,
yeah,
and it,
okay.
and it's like I guess it's kind of like a puzzle game in a way, because you're trying to get like, I guess you get tools, and I've never played it, and I want to play it now. I might play the emulated version on the N64 thing on Switch. But I guess
I
the
don't know,
idea is
might
you get
check
like
back
tools,
then,
and you're
but
pretty much trying to get the Pokemon to
I
do
don't
certain
know.
things to get these perfect pictures to get points to get like a new high score on
Yeah.
like levels. And it's like split into levels. And it's just, but it's like, it's such an interesting idea. Like you don't, and they remade it on Switch too. I think there's a new one or a remake of it. But it's like, I don't know. It just feels like it's just weird that they just took something and they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna make this, and it worked so well. It's fascinating to me, because that's like I don't know. I just feel like I don't. It's not that you don't see that anymore, but it was just different back then. I think in a way. I think another thing now too, or a thing I notice a lot more. I'm sure it used to happen in a way, but I feel like now everyone wants to kind of be like a game developer. You know what I mean? Or like it's like a big thing now, or it feels like a vile thing, but I feel like I see a lot of cases, and I don't know if you've noticed this as much as I have, of like people either making a game and like promising too much and not being able to like not realizing how much they're like promising and not being able to deliver on it, or like just kind of saying one thing and just not bothering to do it, like just kind of making quick cash grabs, but like releasing like broken products and this and that. And I've noticed there's like a lot of that nowadays. Kind of, you know,
Yeah.
like, and like I said, some of it's intentional, some of it I think is just like, I think No Man's Sky is a good one too, where it's like they just don't realize how big of a thing they're promising until it's too late. You know what I mean?
Because they go saying all this
But
stuff, and then of course it brings people in, and people are like, "Ooh, I love a game like this," and then, they just keep like hyping it up, and then when they
then, yeah. Sorry, continue.
can't kind of bring that to fruition, then then everyone's just like, "What the heck?" It's
Exactly.
just
Right?
like, yeah, I know what you mean though.
But like, and then some companies, like I said, now are just like, it's just throw out a game to make a quick buck, kind of thing, and it's like unpolished and a mess. I've seen a lot of that now too. It's like, really, come on, aren't we better than this? Like, surely, you know what I mean? But uh, I'm sure that kind of existed, but it's just something I notice a lot now, more now, I guess maybe.
Yeah, I I can't really, I guess, comment on like the past too much, like before my time, but I do remember it was like like fairly prevalent when I first started playing games, but uh, back like past like 15 whatever years ago, I'm not quite sure exactly. Dark mining,
Oh,
dark
I'm just
mining.
leveled.
The old diamond texture peak. Oh yeah, nothing
Oh
like the
man,
old diamond texture. Nothing hits quite like it. I mean, a lot of the old textures are like that. Me, 'cause that's what I remember largely. But I actually do really like the new textures. I like them both. Shocker. Everyone's usually like, "Oh, old Minecraft superior. Oh, new Minecraft superior." But
I like them both for different reasons.
yeah, I think the old Minecraft
Like I was
textures
saying
worked for
earlier,
the game at the time, but I think Mojang kind of developed the game in a direction that kind of made the 1.14 texture
like
changes necessary, I guess, for what they
like
were
I'm not
doing.
like, I know you like the old textures a lot. I don't think I'm like a person that would like I would like use the old textures in modern Minecraft or anything. I don't have anything wrong. Like if you do, like I know you like to do
Occasionally, I
that
don't think
stuff.
I don't really do that anymore. I actually do just like using the modern
And
textures. But
that's
yeah,
all.
there was like a good period there.
And that's all well and fine. Like I said, I really have no issue with that. But I've never had like I like them in the old things, but I would never. I'm not one where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know. I don't know why. I've just never.
I think it's kind of I kind of like the grittiness a bit more. Because modern Minecraft is everything so smoothed out and polished. I That's one of the things I like about old
That's
Minecraft is that
fair.
it's kind of more gritty because it kind of plays into that liminality and the isolation of old Minecraft.
And
So in
I
modern
think to
Minecraft it
me,
makes less sense because the textures now are just because you just have to get like a sort of whole overhaul thing that changes everything, and this program art doesn't do really much anymore for it because there's so many new textures now. But I think it works for like old Minecraft though. I think it scratches that itch and it's like, oh yeah, that's how I know I played years and years of Minecraft in this kind of stage. And so I was like, a lot of what I remember from like my time in Minecraft before like the servers and stuff was like with these textures. Because I didn't really play much in like the period of like the texture change and all that.
Yeah, that's fair. I think to me, I don't. I like them in the old. It's like you said. It's like nostalgic kind of, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
like that
think
old,
that's a
like, oh, this
large
is kind
part
of
of
how
it.
I remember the textures. But it's like, in a way, I feel like if I used them all the time, it would ruin that for me.
Yeah, that's what I
Because
realized.
like
That's
I
kind of why.
like the new textures.
That's why I kind of started to shift back to
Because
using the
yeah,
normal
but
stuff. Because I was like, I already do Journey, and I've been doing this for like 2.5 years. So I don't really need to see any more of old Minecraft textures.
like, and I even like the default textures. I use texture packs a lot though. Like I like ones that they keep the textures, but they like just change them just a little bit. You know what I mean?
I don't think I've ever really
Like
been like too into using texture packs like constant. I mean, like pure BD craft I really like, and used to
that's
use Faithful a lot.
I see. I really like faithful stuff on the computers. There's just something about it to me where it's like they look the same, but they're just more detailed. They look smoother in a way. There's just this different vibe to me, and I really like it. I don't know how to explain this. I just
No, I know what you're talking about though. Yeah, look kind of nice looking
sure
textures.
I'll just
Ooh,
accept all these. Ooh,
I've
Titan armor.
gotten like probably hundreds of diamonds in this world, probably nearing 1,000, and I'm still just like I'm just as excited seeing diamonds as I probably was the first time in this world. It's always a nice
Oh, it
thing to
does
see.
cause glimmer.
It's not like modern Minecraft where I got fortune. It's like, oh, diamonds. Like diamonds actually feel like they're a bit valuable in old Minecraft because the tools break and you always will kind of need more diamonds. They have a lifespan. They're not just gonna be mended forever. I would have to constantly re-download the file. I had Faithful for the longest time, but I gave up on updating the pack. Oh, yeah. That's the
Yeah,
thing
that is
about
the one
Bedrock.
annoying thing about it. That's
Cause like at least with Java, I have like the control of like when I'm gonna update my game. Like in Bedrock, it just updates. Like you can't really, you know, that's the one thing I like about
yeah,
Java was that we just like we're scheduling our updates and stuff, and it didn't just happen. But it's not like we have data packs or
because
anything
I remember
anyway. But
when 1.20 came out and I had to switch from Faithful to it like an updated one because it hadn't updated yet. It was kind of annoying. Like it just that is one thing that does annoy me as well, but which sucks. I kind of like
just like little
the
things
thing.
like that. I wish there's some more
Yeah,
obvious, larger things, but
but like
that's
if I was staying in like a version, I'd probably just find the version thing for that texture pack and just keep with it because I like it. You know what I mean?
crapper. Yeah, a whole bunch of crappers. Yeah, I'll just keep going. Looks like my
But no, there's
diamond
some.
hunt is going pretty well. No, yeah. Have you gotten on Renewcraft? I haven't done much. No, I haven't done much either. I've been on a bit of an accidental hiatus, but I kind of was anticipating a bit of a busy spell, so yeah, I'm gonna probably get back into. I'm actually gonna get into the recording and stuff when I get back after my exams and stuff. So that'll be fun to get back into that and get started on heavy metal properly. Because I could play it, but I mentioned it to like one of my actual friends. I was like, I just like to do things in like large blocks. I can't help it. That's just how I get my best work done. So it's just like, if I want to play on the server, I'm gonna
Yeah.
want to play on it for a few hours, kind of thing. I mean, like hopping on every once in a while to talk to people is good. I like to do that, but like if I'm actually like playing, you know, not just like playing to just chat, or just playing to just chat.
No, that's fair. I like that. Yeah.
I like doing both though, to be fair. Although I guess I haven't really hopped on just to chat in a while. I think I did that a lot more when we had proximity chat. Like it's a lot harder to do that now if I'm not on a call with someone
Yeah, I
already.
guess so. Yeah, it is a little bit like I do that, but that's because
Because
I have people where I can just message easily, be like I want to chat, and then we just happen to go on the server. Like I don't know.
yeah, because I
It is a lot
remember
of
back
fun.
in like the time of like Java or like Newcraft on the PC, like if there's people online, I literally just like use my Elytra and just like chat with them because they'd be able to talk through the proximity. So I'd always just like pop
Yeah,
in.
it was easy.
Whereas if it was like the server now, I'd like if I tried to do the same thing, it would just make me like awkward like running around them kind of thing. And, like
Oh,
I'd be like
when we
chat
finally get it,
VC.
when we get it ported to Java, I definitely think that'll be a cool upside of it.
Yeah, yeah.
That and like server events. It'd be fun. It'd be a lot of good old fun, you know. At least I think. But like I don't know. But yeah, there's just something. Yeah, and that's another thing. I feel like Minecraft, maybe it's just me, but Minecraft, even just like worlds, like give different vibes a bit. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I think every time I play in like certain updates, like I get different feelings
Yeah,
from the worlds.
yeah.
Like depending on like the biomes I'm in and what I'm doing, like I look back on different things differently. Like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. There's just an interesting thing to it. Like when I think back on Java, I remember it being it just feels different than
No,
like
honestly,
the
just playing
server
it was
now.
different. Bedrock.
Because like it just felt so. And I meant sorry, like Java, like the server.
Yeah, Java SMP.
It's like it just had a feeling. It's just like yeah.
I think a
And
lot
that
of
it's
a lot of my perception of like those servers was I think dictated by like the group of people as well though. But I'm also like that with like
that's
how I
true.
think about the worlds. Like I always like think of it through the lens of the people that were on it. So it's always kind of or like what I did, I guess as well. But like, I
Yeah,
definitely do
that's
think
fair.
about like the other people. Well, because I'm very like oriented around like collaboration and other people and stuff though. To be fair, so that's probably why I think about it through that lens so often, or like more often
That
than not.
is. I think I just think about it through like sorry, excuse me, the aesthetic. I guess. I think Java I remember so vividly because just the style of builds and the text and like I had the faithful texture back on. Just the whole aesthetic of it was just different. You know what I mean? Compared to like just playing like on like modern or like modern a couple years later modern with like just default and stuff. It just there's nothing like not like actually a difference. It just feels like aesthetically different. I don't know. Just kind of cool. Maybe I'm talking nonsense. Maybe I'm talking gibberish. I don't know.
No, you're not wrong. I remember basically like I have like a different, almost like well, it depends because some of the worlds I don't think about as much. I'm not ready as like I'm more indifferent to, but like yeah, definitely with like a lot of the more major worlds we've had, I definitely have like different feelings about each of them. Kind of like just like about how just like they were aesthetically and stuff. I feel like that's one of the fun things about having different worlds is like the different aesthetics. But you can also do that in a single world too.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
absolutely.
just an easier, I guess, an easier way to do that. Like it's just like to like wipe the slate clean.
Well, I think it's just the longer you play, you get that
Yeah,
feeling, maybe.
because things develop and you kind of change what you want to do and things.
And like updates change it and stuff. Like I
Yeah,
know, I don't know. Like my beta worlds feel way different to me than my like modern worlds, and that's not even just the game. It's just I just approach betas so differently. The way I do like everything, play the game, build the visuals. Like I said, like everything
armor
is
is
just so
good.
different.
That's what armor you're asking, but I'm assuming that's the one. But yeah,
Oh,
I missed that. Oof, almost full. Close to breakage, but fine for now. Exactly. The only thing that matters is that it's
man.
not gonna break it. Not right now.
Yes. So, anyway, so I did finish up, by the way, the exterior of my new jungle house.
I'll have to cover that in my
I've
episode
been
when I get it back around to it.
I've been jokingly calling it the dream house because it kind of looks like a Barbie dream house to me with all the pink,
Dream house,
like
that's funny.
birch. That's what I've been calling it. It turned out quite nice. I actually quite like it. The inside's not fully decorated yet because I'm letting Anita build the inside for me because she's like, I'll build the interior for you. I'm like, yeah, you do that. I don't know how to do interiors. It's like, you can build all the interiors you want. I got no idea what I'm doing, so have fun.
Oh yeah,
So she's doing interiors for me.
we gotta get up to some stuff again. We haven't done stuff in a
Yeah,
while. I mean, not like anything like fancy. I just meant like collaborations and stuff.
yeah, we should. It'd be good.
Because I realize that's kind of when I'm enjoying the worlds the most as well, is when I'm just kind of messing around with other people's.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have time to
I mean,
myself actually, but also
the
nice to.
issue is all my ideas right now for like collaborative-ish things just require a little bit of time to set up. I don't have any like just
Well, it
dumb
doesn't have to be like
ideas
mini
right
games
now.
or anything either, though. Like I just meant like
I know. No, that's just what I meant though. Like
mining
I don't.
trips or group adventures or stuff like that.
I've never. Yeah, I don't know what to do for an adventure. I don't know.
Like a
I didn't
trial
really
chamber or
think of
something,
it.
because I know a lot of people have not done those on the server yet. But
Oh yeah.
I would
assumed everyone had done
imagine,
them.
because they're pretty new, and I doubt like Nathan would have ran one or that kind of thing. I don't know about Nita, but
I don't know. I guess I have to.
I know it's just stuff like that. Just not really for any like specific outcome or anything. Just to have a bit of fun.
Sure. I mean, I haven't done trial running in this world yet. I'd be okay with that.
There's just stuff like that. Like what else? I mean, like group projects would be kind of cool too. I don't even know what that would take the form of, but like.
Yeah, I don't know what a group project. The only thing I could really think
Just
of
like
is
stuff that pushes
maybe
us outside
something
of
at
like the
like
solo work.
Spawn.
Yeah.
Like or something. I don't know. Or I don't know.
Oh, is that a stack already? Woo, yeah. I can leave the iron. I won't cry about it. I probably walked past millions and millions of iron anyway.
But yeah, no, that'd be fun. I did enjoy that stuff on
Yeah.
Newcraft 1, all the goofy. What the hell?
I think that's always part of what keeps me around. Obviously I'm excited about my build projects. I'm really looking forward to actually having a base again. So that'll be fun. That'll probably be the first thing I do coming back. But definitely a lot. It's still a multiplayer server.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, I guess I haven't thought about it much because, like I said, I just happen to kind of be on with people just like chatting, and then we just play on the server together because it's easy, right? But oh my god, my health is so low.
Oh, the Zen Garden is a pretty good spot to vibe. EVZ Zen Garden. Can't go wrong with that.
Oh yeah, I remember this thing.
I got so much coal. Oh my goodness. A stack of iron. So much goodies. Okay, well, I think while I'm up here, I might as well start doing what I want to do with the outpost. And I'll kind of see, because I don't know if I want to do like get back to walking right when I get out of my finals. I'll have to see depending on how much progress I make in that time between now and then, because
A lot of wisdom.
it would be nice to get a marathon in before I'm completely back into
Yeah.
work.
Cool.
I don't know what that manifest says. Oh, the gold. Gold in the iron. I got, oh yeah, okay, I may as well just rip this thing to shreds a little. Then
Oh,
I can, do I want to bring it further back? I mean, I could, but maybe I won't bother with that right now. Okay, I guess I'll start from the top. From the top. Actually, let me dig a little
that'd be cool.
alignment thing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And
Yeah.
there's just gravel that comes out and falls on my face. Falls down.
You know what else I haven't played quite yet that I really should actually is the Legacy Sims like remakes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are a lot of fun.
I haven't actually. I haven't played on my computer in a bit, so I haven't taken the proper time to sit down and play them yet. But I should.
I remember when I think we streamed Sims 1, didn't we?
We did. We had a lot of fun doing that. So that's why I'm like, maybe I should actually.
Well, I got a lot to tear down. I didn't even realize.
Because
But
me
yeah.
and you did like the thing where we had that goofy guy.
Yeah, just like the game being goofy and glitchy, it was great.
It was quite fun.
Like I think like the sim came back as like a child or whatever. Like it was like an adult and like it was like this like
Yeah.
elongated child.
Yep. It was really weird.
And then they
And then he
both died because the kid was trying to caught the house on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the kid was still an adult, so that's how he was able to die and all the. And we just brought some guy in who just like crying, and then we just took him on vacation. It's like, yep, moved to town, not going on vacation.
That's what we did for the rest of the episode, basically.
Oh, that was a lot of fun though. I love Sims. I actually got to get back
It
into
was.
my Sims neighborhood probably after finals as well. I think I was planning on streaming it, but I think I'll just play it on my own time again. Or maybe
Yeah,
just
that's fair.
stream it or record it or I don't know, whatever. I don't know.
I'll probably play the old ones just on my own time a bit, but if I ever like recorded anything, it'd be the third game probably. To be honest, just cause.
Yeah, third game's a lot of fun actually. I that's like probably one of the more underrated ones that I don't play because I played it a lot for a good few hundred hours in that one.
I don't know, that one just sparks the most like creativity in me in a way. I think.
You hear about Inzoi? Oh yeah, I know about Inzoi.
What?
The life simulation game. It's on, I think it's on Steam. I don't know if it's in early access yet, but
You might have told me about that. That sounds familiar, actually.
but it's like the one that's
Said
being
that's a
like
life sim.
published by Craft on who I think they do it like PUBG. They're also publishing Subnautica 2, so it's a very interesting like just range for a publisher like that. I mean, I guess EA with the Sims, but
Yeah.
EA's got a lot of different things under their belt for developers.
Yeah, and look how that turned out. Sorry. Although that's just an EA being EA thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Which sucks. I actually like a lot of EA games, but I think that's less to do with actual EA and I like the
like the
game.
actual developers themselves, because
Yeah.
I remember a lot of people love like The Sims 2, for example, but that was a game that you could tell was rushed by probably EA. You can tell with like the the unfinished frameworks and stuff that are still in the game to this day, even in the remake or the re-release, not remastered.
Yeah.
But that's just what I mean. Like the developers were really putting a lot of heart and soul into the game, and it wasn't really their fault, kind of thing.
Right.
But
No, they're
it's a
pretty
lot of
cool.
fun.
I'm trying to. There's like a small list of games I really want to put some actual time into and try out properly. I think in those Sims games are definitely some of them.
I
For
think I
sure.
used to have kind of a thing of like what I wanted to do. Well, not like in like my own time, but I thought of like what I want to do for series is, but I don't really know what I want to do anymore for that. Like the backlog of
Oh,
series is, I guess like right now
yeah.
it's
I don't want to.
like Factorio. Uh,
I don't want to think too much about that. I'm pretty happy with just my little Minecraft thing once in a while when I feel kind of sandboxy. And then most probably just
but I guess
Terraria.
it's because my plate's already pretty full. That's probably why I'm not really thinking about other stuff. Because like back like last year was really experimental. I was doing a lot of different things. And I think I'm just like, I've got my Subnautica stuff, I've got Minecraft Through Time, which is kind of already come back from the grave. And I got Journey, which will probably, maybe be ending this year. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be weird for you, eh?
Yeah, the channel will be different, I think, after that. Because I mean, it's like, it's like not as significant in the schedule now as it usually would be, like when I'm like not busy, but
But it's always been
yeah, it's
persistent,
always
eh?
like
Like
a
it's always
thing,
been
always a
there.
constant. And by the time I actually get there, it'll be like probably over 3 years. So 3 years of it, of the journey
Oh God, so many trolls.
nonsense. Anyway, yeah, it'll be different though for the channel. I think that's probably when I'll start to focus more on like Renew Craft properly. I mean, not, I probably still will play it quite a bit, but I just mean like really getting into it.
Yeah.
Like I used to do with like New Craft 1 and 2. Back in the past, Journey to the Journeys. But yeah, I think talk about at some point about like retiring Journey. I think I'll kind of I might still like do like check-ins on the world, but yeah, I think after I reach the Farlands, I'm kind of gonna retire the series. I think that's probably a good idea. It'll be like around 500,
That's fair.
600 episodes by that point.
Yeah, that's right. You'll have to find a new big like thing.
Yep, the new lightning in a bottle for the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because Minecraft Through Time will probably not, Minecraft Through Time is a bit of a limited lifespan as well. It won't, and then of course there's season 2 of Minecraft Through Time as well, so that'll last a good while, probably at least another year.
Yeah. For sure.
Especially if I spend as much time in the season 1 as I'm thinking I will. But like a lot of my stuff's, I guess, limited. I guess Renew Craft isn't really limited, but Journey is, Minecraft Through Time is, Subnautica, both of those series are. Oops, actually featured like 10 seconds of your audio on stream. Oh, that's lovely. Got to get a slice of me on your stream.
Uh,
Oh, it will be a little odd though, because yeah, Journey I won't feel like the pressure of like walk. Well, I mean, I don't really feel pressure, but like, it's always like that kind of thing where it's like, oh, I should do some walking in Journey kind of thing. Like after I reach the
mm-hmm.
Farlands, it'll just kind of be like, I want to plug away at the Farland base a little bit kind of thing, or whatever.
Yeah. Like I think that's kind of what I'm at a bit too. like with recording, like getting back to it a bit. I'm kind of like, I kind of have my Minecraft world, which is just fun nostalgia when I want to create and explore the old like updates a bit and stuff, right? And then other than that, probably just Terraria, because Terraria is just so absorbing. You know what I mean? Like when you sit down to play it.
Oh,
Like
there's a spider kamikaze over here.
it's just so good.
Yeah, knocked
So
me
I
off
kind of get
there.
what you mean, but I think either way.
Journey will leave a void. I know that, at least.
Yeah,
How long you plan on
I can
stream
only
for? I don't
imagine.
know. I don't really know if I'll stream forever because I got a busy day tomorrow of just working on things. So, we'll see. Okay, I'll go to sleep here. Oh yeah, it's already coming along a little bit. And I might even move it back another block. I'll get a look at it after I'm done, and then probably shave it back more. Shave it away. Oh, gee, hello, sirs. Can I sleep, please? Or are you just not gonna let me? Something changed? No, it must have just been like the block. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes it lets me. Any silly mobs in need of a snowball. I didn't hit it once. 14 snowballs. What am I doing? What am I doing? And it's that the stormtrooper aim was real there. Oh my god. I
Having
literally threw
fun.
like 14 snowballs at a scout and I didn't land one.
That's kind of funny.
Oh my god. Oh my word. If you want to see my legacy world tonight or tomorrow night, let me know. If not, oh yeah, your legacy world. Yeah. I want to see that. The fabled long world that you have, or forever world, or whatever you said. Gosh, I remember when I did a forever world in beta Minecraft with Devon for like 5 seconds. When
I mean, the one episode.
when that trend hit the YouTube. I had to ride the bandwagon.
I would have kept playing that.
Long and forever.
Actually,
Journey is my closest thing to a forever world, but I know damn well that I'm not going to be playing Journey on my freaking deathbed, so. I
I don't know. Maybe one
recently
day me and you
went
could
on it
do a proper.
for the Spring to Life, or Spring Comes to Life update, and discovered cursed chunks with holes into the void. Oh, I always love those. Honestly, it's a great time. Holes to the void, heck mouths.
Am I gonna get more overpowered
Leads in the
stuff now
bedrock
from?
terrain. Not the legacy one. Oh, gotcha. I that's the trouble with me is I'm not I don't have forever worlds because my worlds always end. That's the trick with me is that that either
Well, yeah.
people move on if usually if I do if I let that into a world it's probably a multiplayer world and it usually ends fairly quickly, or, within like
Yeah.
a year.
I don't think I'm built fully for. Well, I shouldn't say that. I could probably do a forever world,
Got the
but
wildflowers and the dead leaves. Oh yeah. Put that decoration up to a whole nother level.
oh yeah, that all came out. I've seen the new pigs and stuff. They're great.
Yes, I
I
can't
love
wait
the
to
pigs so
just
much.
see them around.
I wanna get the pigs. I love the pigs. They're so cute. They're so awesome.
It'd be
I
cool
love
for
them.
like specific like bases. Like you have like a base in the snow biome. It'd be kind of cool to have like the farms for like those specific animals.
Yeah, I like the warm pigs.
Oh yeah.
The warm pigs are so cute, Jordy.
God, even just thinking of like my base, I guess like heavy metal and stuff, I
They
could
have
definitely like have like some like variants chilling and like like farms and things.
yeah, you could.
Despite having the world for a long time, I don't have many builds. Well, yeah, and like not every. I feel like everyone plays the game differently. Like if I played the game for a long time, I'd probably just have like a lot of like crazy projects that like just like started and never finished. That's usually what I
Yeah,
do in like worlds anyway. So I'd imagine if I had like a forever world, that'd be the case. Or I'd just like constantly be shifting between different projects. Um,
I'd probably be pretty similar as well.
and I'd probably adventure for a long time. So that's probably why I wouldn't be able to get a lot of the progress done because I'm out adventuring. But
Yes, adventuring is fun. I don't know, I kinda like building. I like adventuring to discover new bases and resources, but for the most part, I think I'm like I like just hunkering down and building things. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Oh, I need to get up for a minute and stretch. I played so much Destiny today.
so much.
Well, I played like 5 hours, 6 hours, something like that.
I see. I see. I see.
I don't know. I just have this inexplicable enjoyment of Destiny. I don't know why. It just scratches all the right itches in my brain as a game.
I guess even Journey, like every once in a while.
Well,
I've done a lot of bases in Journey in the 2.5 years of the world, and it's not even like a building series.
yeah, you had
I've had like
quite a
6
few bases.
bases now. And, well, it's been almost been like a year since my last one. It's still like something I've been doing. Trying to
Yeah,
fix that with a new base since I'm running out of chest space. Oh. But yeah, it's
yeah,
kind of interesting in Journey because like the bases I do, I kind of do them as like they're like pocket bases. Like I'm not really, because I'm never returning to them. So then it's like just like I just do whatever I feel like doing in that kind of window, and it's kind of just complete in that sense.
yeah, that's fair. And yeah, that's that's fair. That's a fair sort of like thing. I think, in a weird way, I think I kind of almost. That's how I just play Minecraft Worlds in general, where I kind of sit down at a base and I do what I want, and then when I'm done, I just move on to a new base.
I
In
like the
same.
idea of like developing like something pretty much throughout the entirety of a world. I just kind of like that idea of something snowballing into whatever it turns into.
And see, I like that, but my attention span shifts much. I like the idea of I'd like just wandering around and finding new places to build little towns and houses and things,
Yeah, yeah.
and then just
I've kind of been like and starting to entertain the idea of settlements and stuff. I feel like you've always done that to a certain degree.
I have always kind of done that. And actually, this server is the first time where I actually kept expanding one project. I'm gonna probably go back to the ranch in the valley and add some stuff. I kind of have an idea. I kind of want to take it.
I think my trick is I think if I do like other stuff, I just like to have somewhere where I can just reliably put my feet up instead of like having like temporary bases everywhere kind of thing. Because I like to have all my storage in one spot. I like to have all my memorabilia in one area. So like
Yeah,
that's another piece of it. That's kind
my
of why
my
I stay away from like doing other bases for a while anyway.
like I like my main base with all that stuff will be in the jungle probably in this area because I like it a lot. It's a really cool area. But I'm probably gonna build a bunch of fun little projects. Probably very fantasy project. I kind of wanted to build a cool I know I've told you this like a sort of fortressy castle city around or maybe not even city. I don't even know what it'll be around the mountains of the ranch a bit. I'll have some grand bridges, some big stone walls with towers and stuff. Maybe some houses and things inside it. I kind of thinking, I guess, kind of a different rendition of how I built like my kind of icy kind of base in like Newcraft 1. It'll be a bit different. Actually, it'll be a lot different, but like a similar like blue. I think cool. I also want to build Thunderport along those cliffs somewhere. I want to build like this pirate somewhere, like this kind of like coast.
That'll be
pirate thing.
good with the summer
Or
drop.
like a docks. Which would be cool.
Like all like the jagged cliffs and stuff would be cool.
That's what I want to do. And I also want to
reliable foods.
I don't know, those are my two really big ones I want to do right now. I have a bunch of ideas.
Yeah, base first is an interesting thing in a world. I always like getting some kind of foundations. Like base first is a very interesting way of playing. I mean, I've done that a lot in worlds, to be fair, where I've just like always like prioritized like day one builds or whatever. But like, it is something though. I think I'm also more large scale though too with my stuff. The stuff I want to do, I'm more ambitious, and it's harder to get away with ambition when you got like stone and iron tools.
I kind of like to start small and just have it naturally become big over time. Like my ideas, you know what I mean? I kind of like that, where it's like start with a single building and then maybe I get a couple more and then all of a sudden, a whole town or whatever kind of thing. But I like that idea of things. Or like, I start with one room of a building and then all of a sudden I've got like this weird sprawling labyrinth.
Yeah, there's a bit of a fine line for me because like sometimes I go way too big and I'm like, okay, gotta not do that. But like, yeah, so I think I've figured out some kind of balance anyway. Yeah, I'll definitely move that back one more block.
I'm basically, I think my main base in this world, wherever I put it in the jungle, is going to be kind of like, I'm basically going to try my hand again at what I did in Newcraft 2. Because I think that base was really cool. But I really enjoyed building it, and I was just starting to get to the point where I was going to evolve into a new section. Because the idea of that base was to have it in like different palettes. The tying factor was going to be like the lush greenness, but I was going to have different kind of like a palette or style, kind of like at the different floors or like sections of it. So, like I was never bored of building it. 'Cause it's different, right? Like my top area was kind of like a lot of like kind of a reddy stuff. It was like a red area, with a little bit of sandstone worked in and stuff. And I never made it past that, obviously. I started trying to, like I built my bridge and stuff, and I was getting ready to move into the next section, probably would have moved blue, but I never got to. But I'd like to try that again. Maybe. But we'll have to see. I think it'll be cool. Pick a cool cave. Do it all.
I guess I forgot how into that base you were. It was a pretty cool base.
Oh yeah, it was an awesome base. I like that. Oh, sorry, I'm starting to get a bit tired. My week's starting to catch up to me a bit.
Week, yeah.
Like every Friday. Oh, actually, before I go, or like while you're still streaming a bit, I know something else I could talk about. Have you seen the new Bleach game that came out?
No, I have not.
Rebirth of Souls. I know I think you wishlisted it, right, on PlayStation?
I think so, when we hung out that one time.
So, Nathan bought it
Yeah, of
yesterday,
course, time
and I
is
was
I don't
watching
already know
him,
about any like game
and
like that.
and I was watching him play it a little bit. I haven't bought it yet, but I was watching him play it. It's actually pretty. It looks pretty good. It's pretty solid. It it's they focus a lot on the sword play in the game, which is good because I mean, Bleach is a sword show, but there's not really like grabs or anything. Like a lot of fighting games will have like grabs. This game doesn't have that. It has like guard breaks
That
instead,
water.
like guards and guard breaks and stuff instead of grabbing, which is interesting. And you can use Bankai, like the Awakenings and the Shikais and stuff. Oh, it's so cool. I was watching him mess around with it. Mr. Urahara's fun. He's kind of like a
The water. Oh, I
Urahara's
gotta go
character
back
is like
now. I just got up here. Yeah.
his whole thing is about keeping people away. He has some funny ranged attacks and some like defensive stuff. He's all about like keeping people away. And Mr. Urahara is funny because when you use his Shumpo, like his flash step, he like slides in backwards a little bit for a second. Like while holding his hat, like all his moves, he like holds his hat while he does them, so it doesn't fall off. Just like in the show, it's great. It's pretty cool. And I saw Byakuya as me and Nathan were showing. Byakuya as Bankai
Oh yeah.
looks really nice in the game. The blossoms and the swords and stuff.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good
It
one.
looks really good
Yeah,
in the
for the
game.
game.
That's the first one. That's the first one I made Nathan play. It's like you got to play Byakuya. I'm like I got to see it. It's so good. The player roster is interesting. There's a lot of the Espadas, or like all the main big ones, like Grimjow and Nell and all the other ones. I forget the names of. But you know what I mean, right? Pink-haired guy stuff. A lot of the Soul Reaper captains are playable. You can even the guy with like the flowers, like the guy who's all like with that funny hat and like the flower coat.
Oh yeah, I don't remember
I
the
can't remember
name.
his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Kenpachi's playable. Ian's playable. Aizen's playable. Blind guy's playable. I can't. Tozen or I can't remember his name. I think it's like Tozen or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
I think all the captains are playable actually.
Yeah,
Much.
probably.
Or most of them. Most of the big ones. Uh, some interesting characters are playable as well. There's that like blonde guy that's under he's an assistant captain. He's the one that
Oh yeah, I think
tries
yeah.
to he's not really in this story, but he is during the Soul Society arc, I guess. I think he's under the Ace Kid Toshiro, whatever his name is.
Yep. Yeah.
I can't remember though. He's in it for some reason. uh, Renji is obviously. If I get that game, I kind of want to like play Renji because I like Renji's like the way his Bankai looks and stuff. I think it's really so. But no, there's some. It's got General Yamamoto, which is balanced and fair and
Yeah.
balanced.
Yeah. Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Anyone who plays him or Aizen. Apparently, Nathan was telling me. I don't know if this is actually how it works. I didn't see him playing. Apparently, Aizen's thing can actually make like illusions in the game, kind of,
That's
or like
cool.
messes with your perception in the game. I don't know if that's how it works. I'd have to see, but that's what he was telling me, or like he's still on trailers from. So if that does work like that, that's neat. There's two versions of, and these are just like, I don't know if you unlock more characters throughout the game. This is just like, he built up the game. That's what we saw firsthand, right? Like offer it. You know what I mean? What else was there? There was two versions of Ichigo. There's normal, and then there's his hollow.
Yeah.
Like there's his Soul Society outfit and his hollow mask. Is a different character, which is kind of cool. Oh yeah, there's what's his name? The guy, the one of the visors, the blonde one with the goofy smile,
Oh yeah, I know
the
the one.
shit-eating grin. I can't remember his name. It's like Shinji or something.
Something like that.
But yeah, he's playable. He's like the only visor that I saw that was playable. Unless, like I said, unless you can unlock more. I don't know. But off the start, you get him too. But yeah, so there's some pretty cool characters, and it seemed cool. And I think, and then like there's a couple I forgot to not mention, but like are obviously in there, like Yoruichi and some other people and stuff. But and like all of the like 6 espadas that I can't remember the names of. The one guy, the funny mantis guy.
Funny mantis
He's there.
guy.
He's in the espada. He's like based off of praying mantis. He's got the weird the long head and like the black hair. He's in there for some reason. No, there's some. I might pick it up and play it at some point, just for fun, just because it looked really nice. A lot of menus have like the kind of black and white, like almost like glitchy effect that Bleach kind of has. It's very nice. A lot of it was very stylized. It was a very cool looking game. And it looked like it, at least watching Nathan play, it looked like it actually played pretty well. They didn't mess it up, which makes me very happy. I was scared. They're also making a Hunter x Hunter game I saw too, which is like a 2D fighter instead of like a 3D arena fighter. Which is coming out on PlayStation 2. I saw they're making. You can like pre-order it now, I think.
That was actually.
So,
I gotta bring it up one more block that way.
So if you ever wanted to play a Hunter x Hunter game, that's coming out. So I guess this is the year for like big, like anime games that like for anime that didn't get proper games, really.
Oh, look at me.
Because it's like the
leveling up train.
first proper Bleach game.
Mhm.
I think this one's the first big Hunter x Hunter one, as far as I know. I should ask Nathan, he knows about that one too. I should actually finish Hunter x Hunter. That was a good one. But yeah, so I think I don't know if you'll like the game, but I think even if you're just to see how it looks, it's very cool. Like just to play like the story or whatever, probably be.
There we go. Should have put my headset. Go.
But yeah. Anyways, that was just a little side tangent I want to go on because I thought you might enjoy that a bit. Cause kind of impressions of the new great year. What else can I talk about while we're... I don't even know, man.
Oh.
I guess I'll have to keep you updated on my Terraria journey.
Yes.
Once I start getting into like hard modes and stuff.
Mhm.
Because I know a good handful of like how the start of the game is. I mean, you've played quite a bit.
Yeah, we kind
Terraria,
of did that whole rigmarole a few times.
pretty much everything pre-hard mode, like aside from like I said, like some boss fights and stuff, is like new to me. Basically, it's like a whole other game to me. So, and oh boy, I'm looking forward to some of the later boss. Empress of Light looks like so much fun.
Yeah, my summoner time. Oh gosh, friggin' enraged Empress
fair,
of Light.
Empress of Light does actually look like a cool boss, and it looks like she drops some really fun items.
Yeah, it is a fun boss. Kind of just like a
But,
fun like curveball that they threw in like one of the recent updates, of course.
But also Empress of Light, like watching it, I'm like, that is not what I'm gonna want to play melee for. I know it.
Because they did
I'm
summoner.
gonna have
I don't
to,
know if
like...
I did it in like other classes, but yeah, melee is an interesting one to do it with. Yeah, probably. Although
Which
by
is
that
why I
point, you have a
might
lot
get
of pretty
some
good
mage items for
weapons.
that. Which is why I had the idea of like, I'll probably play mostly melee for my actual proper like class, and then I'll just collect random mage stuff on the side because I think the mage is goofy. They have such funny weapons and items, and they look so cool.
And the later game ones are just wacky.
So I'll kind of just collect mage stuff for fun, mostly. Like I'll probably use like less guided stuff for that. More like just like, oh, this looks like a fun magic weapon.
I gotta
Isn't
play
any
Terraria
whatnot,
again
and
at some point too.
I
Another thing
I
on the
also
list.
Also think one thing I might try a little bit is fishing. I don't know if I'll do lots of it, depends if I like it, but I want to give it at least a college try, because I've never done fishing in Terraria. It's like the only game with fishing I haven't done fishing in. And I know you can actually get, like, stuff in Terraria, like, actually helpful stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I might give that a try at some point, too. I know that when I start fishing, it is going to take every fiber of my being to title one of my videos Becoming a Masturbator. I know it'll take every fiber being not to.
Just like try not to name the episode challenge. Possible difficulty.
It's such a good joke. But it's so, like,
Just see like friggin' like
it's literally in the game.
your hand on like the button. You're just like no.
It's called the masturbate. How am I not supposed to make jokes about that? It's right there. The fruit is right there, dangling by a thread in front of me, practically touching
Oh,
the
the low
ground with his
hanging
hand.
fruit.
But yeah. And I'm kind of holding off on playing Witcher. Did I already talk about this?
I think so.
Or was that someone else I talked about this? Or did I literally talk about this at the beginning of this call? I can't remember.
Maybe you did. I have no idea. Might have been like
I don't know.
that
I've talked to
preamble
so many
before the
people today.
streams.
Oh well. Okay, if I already did, sorry. I'm thinking of maybe waiting to read the books before I actually play the Witcher game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cause...
Yeah. I remember hearing that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I did talk to you about it. Sorry, I've talked to like 3 different people today. 4 different people today. I'm getting a little mixed up. So I talked to Nathan and Edge earlier, and I talked to Pierre, and I talked to Anita, and I'm talking to you.
Jeez,
And all the conversations are starting to melt together a little bit because I'm getting a bit tired.
telling me I'm getting off a rather crazy week, and I'm starting to feel the late night delirium begin to set in.
Maybe because I'm crazy, my body doesn't sleep when it needs to sleep. I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Honestly,
My
you being
body's
sleep
like,
deprived does not surprise me.
yeah, I don't know what it is. Doesn't matter if I go to bed early. I don't know. There's something in my body
Circadian
just
rhythm, it just
decides.
ain't circadian or rhythm.
Bro, my circadian rhythm isn't even rhythm. It's a freestyle.
Yeah,
Like,
that's for sure.
I don't know, man.
And I gotta like strip this back another block because I realize I keep hitting my head on the way down.
And then now tomorrow, I don't even know. I'll probably
Oh yeah, I'm
record a
supposed to get
Terraria
new
episode tomorrow
internet
if I get some time.
tomorrow. Wow.
Vegan tomorrow, sir?
New internet.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. We're gonna trial some new internet, so that'll be good.
Yeah, that will. Port forwarding will be so much easier for you.
Oh, I guess so. I guess that might actually like make some things more possible.
Yeah.
If I can figure out how to
Good.
friggin' port forward, I know that's like a whole task. But
That might make Minecraft mods easier too, actually. Or at least possible, potentially, maybe. Because remember, we were able to kind of figure it out before, but the issue was like server, or like, because you can't like directly port like the thing. I don't know. That'll
it's
be some
even more
experiments.
spooky.
Because the idea of potentially being able to play modded Minecraft is cool. Or would be pretty cool.
Come on, build something around the mine.
Okay, I think tomorrow if I get some time, we'll probably record like a Terraria episode.
Yeah.
Do some mining, maybe get some gold stuff. And I don't know. I'll probably just probably play more Destiny because of my not addiction to this game. that I've harbored for a while.
Or maybe that's something we could do at some point is do another
What?
Terraria run.
Yeah, we can do that on the PlayStation. Probably would
Yeah.
be the easiest.
Yeah, I
But
know
yeah,
the
we can do that
the
sometime.
times with the friggin' computers.
Especially with Terraria.
Yeah, Terraria was not one of the ones that was taken too kindly to.
I remember we were also, I re-downloaded Garden Warfare too, so if you ever want to play that a
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, God.
Or Deep
Warfare. Oh,
Rock.
God,
I have Deep
Warfare.
Rock as well. We have a lot of games we can
The
play on the
friggin'
PlayStation,
addiction,
actually.
like I just like saw like the beginning of the addiction, like when we played it that time we hang out, I was like, oh no,
Of what?
like Garden Warfare, like just like
Garden
that
Warfare?
old like
Oh, yeah.
playing it back.
Oh, yeah, me too. I literally went home and re-downloaded, and I've just been playing matches here and there. It's great. I got every pack I've opened has basically been a pea shooter, which is driving me insane because I don't play pea shooter. I'm gonna have to learn, I guess, because that's the only
If I
thing
do it
I'm
one more
getting.
month, I gotta bring that
I
whole
have,
thing.
I have, I have 3 of the unlocked. I have the
Oh,
fire one, I have the cowboy one, and I have the
the mine is
rock
so
one,
spooky.
and I have no other plants.
Cause Herobrine, this really is Herobrine's mine.
Game hates me. Give me a cactus or a sunflower, please.
Gotta get all the pea shooters before you get anything else.
I should try kernel corn too. I feel like I'd like kernel corn maybe.
Kernel corn isn't bad. I've seen a lot of people pretty good with him.
I see a lot of him in matches, yeah.
Yeah. Go to
But
with the
he seems like a
sauce
pretty
with the
good
kernel
assault.
corn.
Well, I just think, yeah, I don't know. Like, I like to play cactus just because I like the range and like the damage and stuff.
I wonder
I
where
don't know.
all the iron is. I keep struggling to find it. Wink, wink. No.
I
God, I
like
got so
the
much
icy
iron.
cactus. I like doing big damage, but then also slowing people down with your needles. Great. Although, I can't deny my call. I am absolutely the best with sunflowers. Like, out of all them, because you got some pretty okay damage, but I'm just better with being able to heal myself when I need it, you know?
Hmm.
Everything else I die a lot with. Like, exponentially more than I do with sunflowers for some reason. But maybe this will be the run where I out different classes. I realize I never use the new characters. Ever. I don't know why I'm so locked into using like the old characters in the new game, but I like it. I've never played Citron Rose or Colonel Corn, and I haven't
I
played
don't think I
Super Brains
really
ever.
main. I
I've
mean,
never
maybe I
played
think in the
him.
past I mained like Citron or whatever, but I actually I don't think I really main characters in Garden Warfare. I just kind of play random characters and just like level them all up. Or, just like have like a
I,
few that I
I,
level up.
I didn't intentionally main them. I used to play Sunflower because I like the healing aspect. But then I just got like a cactus and I wanted to try it out, and I kind of just like to just standing in the back just shooting things.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, I don't know. It's not that I'm good with it, it's just what I thought was like a fun way to play. But I think I should try all the ones out and just might as well. But yeah, me and you should play that again some.
Yep.
And a good way to make money.
Mm.
Yeah, that, some Terraria, maybe some Deep Rock. Be so good.
Indeed.
I know Anita wanted to play Phasmo again sometime
Oh
as a
yeah.
group. Oh, she wasn't feeling super
Oh
well
yeah.
last time.
I think
But she
Nico was
wanted to
asking me
actually.
about. He's like, oh, you play Phasmo? Because I think Nico plays Phasmo. Because he was like talking about it with me.
Didn't you guys literally play together?
Yeah, I think that's what actually got me into the game.
Yeah. Nico's so I actually thought that was really funny. A little bit. Because I remember I'd been asking you to play Phasmo for like a year. I was like, we should try Phasmo. And you're like, I don't think I'd like it. And I was like, okay.
It was just like
And I asked you a
lethal,
few
but I mean it
times.
was like Nico too
It
with
was fun.
lethal though. Nico was asking me
I
to
know.
play lethal, and I was like, ah.
It was just funny because I was like, we should play Lethal. Yeah.
Well, because Nico's
Sorry,
always
not
the
lethal.
person to talk about like everything that's
Phasmo.
like trending. Like now it's like repo. Like that's the new game, like repo that I've been seeing all over the place.
I'm just happy with Phasmo and one like lethal, man. I don't need more. Like I just like those two. They're just fun for me. Phasmo scares me. Horrifying, actually. But lethal's just silly, dumb fun to me. Like that's all I want, man.
I'd say
I don't
lethal
need more. Like,
spooked me more than Phasmo. Phasmo was not really what I'd call scary, but
really, it's the opposite to me. Phasmo's like horrifying to me. Lethal is just funny.
I don't know. You chill alone, chill in the maps alone for a little while.
Yeah,
Tell
but
me the same thing.
I don't even really get afraid when I'm alone in lethal. It's like, it's it's definitely more tense, but it's never really scary to me. Like, I always had more fun just running off by myself in lethal and just reappearing and being like, you guys will never believe what I went while I was gone. Like, I don't like being alone in Phasmo. It scares me. It makes me so uncomfortable being by myself in that game. I never play Phasmo alone. I only play with people. I'm like,
Oh, it's like FNAF all over again.
yeah. No, there's something about the aesthetic of Phasmo that spooks me that Lethal doesn't have. Lethal just feels silly to me, I think. Phasmo is, I don't know. It's a good game though, it's fun. I like playing multiplayer games like that, but yeah. And of course, one day in the future, the fabled Factorio run.
Yeah, yeah. The
Factorio
sleepless nights of
one day.
thinking about
Oh yeah.
Factorio.
I should actually sit down and like play a proper
Factory must
Factorio.
grow. That's
Even
gonna
if I
be
never
the
finish it,
proper run.
Yeah. Well, that'll be Space Age though. I gotta play the base game a little bit,
You don't really have to.
I guess. But because once I get Space Age, I don't know if, how do you switch back to normal? Can you
I think
even?
you can. You probably, yeah. Why would you though?
Oh,
Like it's just like it improves like just like I don't know. I wouldn't really see a reason to, but
yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I
not
just
really
kind
any
of I
different.
just thought it'd be cool to experience the game before, like all the things.
You can play like the whole original game in Space Age. Like you
Yeah, I
literally
guess.
do have to do that before you do Space Age anyway.
No, but you said the tech trees were different and stuff.
Not really. Like maybe a few things shuffle around, but I don't know, it's not like phenomenally different. Kind of makes like the flow of the game a bit better, yeah, but I think that's
Yeah,
just
but
like
right now
quality of life improvement.
I'm on my Terraria.
That's fun.
Good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be like I said. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go now. I'm about
Alright.
ready.
I got like
Get pack it.
20 minutes, so I'm just gonna chill. But yeah,
But it was fun. Thank you for inviting me and having me on the episode.
Yeah, yep. Good as always.
And we had some good conversation for a bit before I started falling asleep. But yeah, anyways, you have a good rest of your stream, and I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye bye. I think he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna keep mining for a bit. Would go no commentary, but like 15 minutes left, so just gonna prattle on a little bit. Always like move back instinctually because I remember one time I just was like I was like this and I just kept mining and I just fell in lava. That was hilarious. Not funny at all. It was very sad, but I do laugh about it though. God, I gotta just do a gag reel of all my deaths at one point. That'd be hilarious if I could find a bunch of those and just compile them. Just have some yakety sax going. If you don't know what that song is, look it up. Yakety sax is a funny. It's just like the song. It is the song. Lots of diamonds. Holy man, we're doing good. And the second I say this, my diamond luck is just gonna depreciate by like 500%. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be absolutely great. And I'm also burning diamonds to mine more. Which is something I usually don't like to do, but I've been having a lot of good luck. If the luck begins to run out, then I know I'm in a bit of a dire straits. But I am throwing diamonds into the chests, splitting my stack a little bit, so to speak. I'm gonna write that one down. This is kind of funny. Anyway, um, but yeah, I learned from my mistakes at Outpost 4. 2 outposts ago, over a year ago, almost a year and a half ago now. Yeah, my bases have been a bit spread out. I think my busyness with uni has gotten in the way of that, but that's okay. I'm still gonna get to the Farlands one day regardless. Oy, oy, oy. But you know, it's a time though for sure. I love the old filler conversation. But it was kind of fun to have Devon on. Always good to have a guest. Fun to have Blaze on or something at some point too. The old cherry specials were always fun. And then I'll probably bring people on for the streams closer to the Farlands and stuff. I think that'd be a good excuse for that. To bring Cherry back as well. Even. Be like, Cherry, I'm going to the Farlands. Be like, oh. Wow, I definitely have not been going to the Farlands for the past 2.5 years. No, I would never be doing that for that long. If I had left to the Farlands, I would have been to the Farlands long ago. Long ago. It's just the late night delirium starting to hit. I just went into like meme mode long ago. Oh. Ooh, is this a cave, perchance? Oh, it was so anticlimactic. Oh my god. That was like the tiniest cave. I was like, ooh, a cave. And then it was nothing. There was nothing there. Oh my word. Oh my word. God, I gotta put that clip that Blaze did into into the Discord, the community Discord. That's so funny. The friggin' snowballs. Gosh, I have the worst aim. And you wonder why I never use my bow. Oh, why do I always use a sword in modern Minecraft? Probably because I have a weak shot. Some things are better left forgotten. Oh, I gotta stretch. Oh wow, I'm back in coal territory. I think my inventory is almost full. Yeah, I'll probably just wrap up when I go back up top and do my inventory. That'll probably be about a good time to end things. I don't know if it'll be exactly 2 hours, but I don't really care. I don't really care anymore. Grab all the coal I can muster, and then it's back up top. But there's just more. Thought that was it, but it just keeps on going. So one thing about coal patches in Minecraft is it's like, oh, whenever I think it's gonna end, nope, there's always like 12 more. I mean, it's good. I actually like a lot of coal. Better to have lots of coal than no coal. But man, sometimes you look at this, it just keeps going. What is this? Anyway, I'm gonna go back up top. I'm getting pretty darn tired, and I don't want to keep commentating on nothing. I, usually I'm good, but it's my second commentary of the week with this journey here, so it's probably good to save the discussion for the next one, whenever I do that. But I'm at least glad I managed to get a second episode out and get a good start on the outpost, because I'm a little bit on a tight schedule in case I do want to leave after my finals. Doesn't leave me much time to work on this outpost, so. Like, I was like, oh, it'll be a long outpost. It'll probably be long, but I don't know if I'll be able to get much done. Oh, it'll be another whole can of worms. But I'm having fun anyway. And as you guys know, it's kind of going to be like an April Fool's thing. I revealed my plans ahead of time. But, it's an outpost. You'll kind of be able to put it together anyway. So I figured, oh, might as well just talk about it because it doesn't really hurt to have a bit of fun with that. But anyway, let's wander up the stairs of doom. The Herobrine stairs. Where you can see Herobrine at the end of the tunnel. Anyway. What blaze? Oh, I need to get another sleepy. It is kind of like a normal journey episode, I'm sleeping. Wait, Devon's gone? Yeah, Devon left. Devon got EP and left, and I'm gonna leave in a few minutes. Oh, I left the door open. Hang on. Oh, I still managed to sleep though. That was weird. Yeah, Devon conks out pretty quick, but I don't blame him. He's a tired guy. Tired lad. I'm also tired. That's probably why I'm gonna go soon. I make fun of him as I may, but I'm just another one. Just another number. W tired. Same, to be honest. Yep. Yeah, that's just how it goes. Might as well smelt some more stone. I don't know what I'm using all this stone for, by the way. Building? I mean, it's kind of a cool block to build with, because you can even use like the slabs. There's a lot of use. Very versatile. Look, I'm literally building, etching some cool terrain into here. Last night, let me see. I stayed up till 4 last night, and I brute forced through this 3-hour stream. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I couldn't stay up until 4 most nights. Well, actually, weekend. But not this weekend. I'm not gonna stay up till 4 this weekend. Probably. Yeah, I probably won't. But sometimes if I'm in a good enough situation, then yeah. But yeah, not on like a weekday night though, for sure. Late night delirium tomorrow. Thoughts? I literally work the next day, so I don't know. I don't know about late night delirium. But you could definitely show me your legacy Minecraft world at some point. Maybe not tonight, because I'm like, my eyes are getting a little bit funny. Like, it's not like I'm struggling to keep them open, but like they're hurting, all sorts of weird things. Just tiredness is starting to manifest. and I'm not feeling chatty enough, I think, to keep things going for hours. If anything, I might do the daily challenge for the Cape later. Oh, yeah, I might have to do that actually. We'll see. See if I'm feeling up to the challenge. If I'm hopping on like to check out your Legacy World at some point, then maybe I'll do that. But anyway, I'm not gonna meander about too much longer. I think that's enough for now. I'm not tired, that is. Yeah, that's a big F. Big F. Yeah, thank you, please, for showing up, and thank you, Devon, even though I'm in here anymore, but it's good to have him. Let's see, after this next hour, I'll probably snooze that one. Yeah. Yeah, that's very good timing as well for me. W beam of 4. Wow, that was like just illuminated. W Devon. Was this the end of a queso stream? Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, Blaze, and everyone on the YouTubes, or and anyone else who maybe whoever may be here lurking or whatever, if anyone is, I don't know. But yeah, thank you for tuning in anyway, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. W YouTube chat. W to you guys, and good. I was gonna say good night, but that's a trap. Good morning, afternoon, evening. No, see you though. Goodbye.